And just when speaking about fellowship and being a part of something, a greater purpose and the social community, let's say nowadays you rarely feel desperately needed. In a family, if you have young children, you feel that you have to help them and all that. But in the general sense, as an individual, you don't feel that you are needed. And in, I don't know about Estonia, but in Sweden, the rate for child depression is very, very high, higher than it's ever been. Little children are actually depressed and needing medication for depression, which is outrageous. How does that even happen, you know? And then you go down south, like way south, and you come to continents like Africa, in little towns and communities where they're all living together, and we can have issues politically about child's labor. I mean, I'm not for children working in factories and slaving around, but when in communities when children actually has a task, this goes against everything that you have in Sweden. Children should never work unless they are grown-ups, and then they're not children anymore. They don't have any responsibilities, really. They have homework and that's it, and that's almost too much, you know. And you go down there where they're in charge of fetching the water, they're in charge of taking care of their siblings, and they're needed. They know that if they don't do it, their siblings will actually thirst. They need to work. And they don't have the issues that we have up here. They know that they have a place in this world. There's a meaning for their life. Maybe not that we go, yeah, I also want a meaning for my life. I want to be crazy famous and everyone to look up to me. That's not really meaningful. These children, they feel that their existence is important in the family. And the things that they are doing has a direct impact positively to the family. And they don't have issues with the depression that we do here. Here, we just take all the responsibilities off of the children, and we can give them attention sometimes, but basically we're waiting for them to grow up. And that doesn't really fill you with fulfillment and happiness. And it's the same when we grow up. We still have that emptiness and the void of just needed to feel appreciated and needed. We want that. And when we get that from somewhere, it's like a hook, you know? We will stick to it. And we will even do better jobs. I tend to work harder and more, this might sound bad, but when I work as a volunteer than I do at a regular job. A regular job, I do what I'm told to do, and I know that goes along with my job description. But volunteer work, it's usually for a bigger goal. It's a bigger mission, and you can pour your heart into it, and you get so much more back than you actually get from a paid job. And it's a leader's job in this to make that come back to them, so they actually see it. Because the leader should be, you know, one of those water fountains. You know, they press, it comes water out of it. Yeah, that's what a leader should be. They should be that source of water to their volunteers. Now, the leader can be full of themselves, standing in front of it, and just going like, yes, all this is what we have accomplished. And they just take it as their own, and they will thirst. Their volunteers will thirst, and they will go somewhere else to find that what they need, which is appreciation and fellowship and fun. But if they just step to the side, put their ego aside, and instead give all of it to their workers, they will keep coming back because you're giving them something that they want, which is more worth. It's more worth than money. So finding that thing in every worker.